Ladies and gentlemen, time, it is the one resource we all share equally, yet it is the most elusive, the most finite, and often the most underappreciated. Imagine the sound of a clock ticking. Tick tock. Every tick represents a second of your life that has passed, never to return. With each talk, another opportunity either seized or squandered. The sound of that clock is a gentle yet relentless reminder your life is happening right now. The alarm is ticking. Don't waste your life. We live in an age of boundless distractions, with screens lighting up our faces and endless streams of information demanding our attention. But in this whirlwind of activity, how often do we pause to ask ourselves, am I truly living, not just existing, not just going through the motions, but genuinely, deeply living with purpose, intention, and passion? The reality is, many of us are not. We spend too much time waiting for the right moment. Waiting for Monday to start the diet, waiting for the promotion to feel successful, waiting for the weekend to feel alive. We live as though we are rehearsing for some grand performance, as if the real show has yet to begin. But let me remind you, the curtain is already up. This right here is your life. The question is, what are you doing with it? Fear, doubt, and procrastination are the thieves of time. They whisper in our ears, convincing us that we're not ready, that we're not good enough, or that we have all the time in the world. But let me ask you, how many dreams have died because someone thought they could wait until tomorrow? How many opportunities have slipped through your fingers because you were too afraid to take the first step? How many relationships have withered because you assumed there would always be another day to say, I love you, I forgive you, or I'm sorry? The truth is, tomorrow is not guaranteed. None of us know how many ticks remain on the clock of our lives. This uncertainty is not something to fear, but something to respect. It is a reminder to live boldly, to take risks, to embrace the things that matter most. Because at the end of your life, you won't regret the things you tried and failed, that you'll regret the things you never tried at all. Look at the people who inspire you, the ones who seem to be squeezing every ounce of joy and purpose out of life. What sets them apart? It's not luck or privilege or talent. It's their ability to act despite fear, to prioritize what truly matters, and to make every moment count. They hear the ticking of the clock, and instead of ignoring it, they let it fuel them. You too have this power. It starts with small, deliberate choices. Choose to wake up early and greet the day with gratitude. Choose to focus on the work that ignites your passion instead of the busy work that drains your spirit. Choose to spend time with the people who uplift you instead of those who bring you down. Choose to learn, to grow, to push yourself out of your comfort zone. These choices made consistently will transform your life. And let's not forget, living fully isn't just about chasing big goals or ticking items off a bucket list. It's about savoring the small, beautiful moments that make life rich and meaningful. The laughter of a child, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the taste of your favorite meal, the quiet moments of reflection when you feel at peace with yourself and the world. These moments are not insignificant. They are the essence of life itself. But too often we let these moments pass us by. We're too busy scrolling through social media, too distracted by the chaos around us, or too consumed by our worries about the future. Let me remind you, the present moment is all you ever truly have. The past is gone, the future is uncertain, but right now, this very second, you have the power to choose how you live. Will you waste it, or will you embrace it? Imagine yourself at the end of your life looking back on the journey you've taken. What kind of story do you want to tell? Do you want to look back with pride, knowing that you gave your all, that you lived with courage and love and purpose? Or do you want to look back with regret, wishing you had more time to do the things you always meant to do? The choice is yours, but the alarm is ticking. If there's something you've been putting off, something you've been too scared to pursue, let today be the day you take the first step. If there's a conversation you've been avoiding, a relationship you've neglected, let today be the day you make it right. If there's a dream buried deep in your heart, let today be the day you start bringing it to life. Remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Life is not a race, it's a journey. But you must keep moving forward. You must keep striving, learning, and growing. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you were meant to live. As I stand here, I can see the light in your eyes, the fire in your hearts. You are capable of incredible things. You have the strength to overcome any obstacle, the resilience to bounce back from failure, and the creativity to carve your own unique path. Don't let anyone or anything convince you otherwise. Time is your most precious resource, but it is also your greatest gift. Use it wisely. Use it boldly. Use it to create a life that, when the alarm stops ticking, you can look back on with no regrets. Because that's what it means to truly live, to make every moment matter, to leave a legacy of love and impact, and to embrace the beautiful, fleeting miracle that is your life. So as you leave here today, I want you to carry this thought with you. The alarm is ticking, but it's not too late. You have the power to start anew, to rewrite your story, to live the life you've always dreamed of. The question is, will you? The clock is ticking, my friends. Don't waste another second. Go out there and live your life to the fullest. The world is waiting for the brilliance, the courage, and the beauty that only you can bring. Time is the most precious resource we have. Unlike money, material possessions, or even relationships, time is irreplaceable. Every passing moment is gone forever, and no amount of effort, wealth, or influence can bring it back. Yet, how often do we treat time with the urgency and reverence it deserves? We live as if there's an infinite supply, letting days, weeks, and even years slip by, waiting for the perfect moment or getting lost in distractions that add no real value to our lives. But the reality is stark. Our time is limited, and the clock is always ticking. Life is not a rehearsal. It's happening right now, in this very moment. Each tick of the clock is a reminder that our time is not just passing, it's being spent. The critical question is, are we spending it wisely, intentionally, and meaningfully? Or are we letting it slip away, consumed by procrastination, fear, or inaction? This is the essence of today's message. The alarm is ticking. Don't waste your life. Let us reflect on what it truly means to live fully, to seize the opportunities before us, and to create a life that reflects our deepest passions, purpose, and dreams. Time is one of the most precious resources we possess, yet it is often the most taken for granted. Unlike money, which can be earned back, or material possessions, which can be replaced, time is entirely irreplaceable. Once a moment passes, it is gone forever, leaving no way to reclaim it. This reality underscores the need to cherish and use time wisely. Often we find ourselves caught in routines or distractions, treating time as though it is infinite. We promise ourselves that we'll get to the important things later in the day, later in the week, later in life. But life has no guarantees, and the time we have is limited. The clock is always ticking, whether we notice it or not. Every passing second is a silent reminder that our lives are unfolding moment by moment, and how we spend those moments shapes the story of our existence. Recognizing the finite nature of time is not about inducing fear, but about cultivating awareness. It's about understanding that every decision we make, every priority we set, and every moment we choose to engage or disengage contributes to the sum of our lives. When we appreciate time for the precious, fleeting resource it is, we're empowered to use it with purpose, aligning our actions with what truly matters to us. Procrastination is a subtle yet powerful force that can steal the most valuable asset we have, time. It often disguises itself as harmless delays or the belief that there will always be a better moment to start. We tell ourselves, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll wait until I'm more prepared. But the reality is that tomorrow is never guaranteed, and perfect conditions rarely exist. By putting things off, we risk missing opportunities that may never come again. Dreams remain unfulfilled, goals are left unattained, and the sense of accomplishment that comes from progress eludes us. Procrastination creates a false sense of security, making us believe we have all the time in the world, while in reality, the clock keeps ticking. The key to overcoming procrastination lies in action. Even the smallest step can create momentum, transforming hesitation into progress. Starting imperfectly is far better than waiting indefinitely for perfection. Action fuels confidence, and with each step forward, the path becomes clearer. Recognizing and confronting procrastination requires honesty and self-discipline. It's about asking ourselves what truly matters and whether our choices align with those priorities. When we stop waiting for the right time and start making the most of the present, we reclaim control over our lives and set the stage for meaningful achievement. Fear and self-doubt are powerful barriers that can prevent us from taking action and pursuing our dreams. They create a narrative in our minds that we're not good enough, not ready, or not capable. These feelings often stem from a fear of failure, judgment, or uncertainty about the future. While it's natural to experience fear, letting it control our decisions means surrendering to a life of missed opportunities and unrealized potential. The truth is, no one ever feels completely prepared for the challenges they face. Growth and progress often come from stepping into the unknown, even when it feels uncomfortable. Courage is not about the absence of fear, it's about acting in spite of it. Every great achievement begins with a moment of bravery, a decision to move forward, despite the doubts and fears that try to hold us back. To overcome fear and self-doubt, it's essential to shift our mindset. Rather than seeing failure as something to avoid, view it as a necessary step in the learning process. Every mistake provides valuable lessons and brings us closer to success. Surrounding yourself with supportive people and focusing on your strengths can also help reinforce your belief in your abilities. Ultimately, fear and self-doubt lose their power when we choose to act. The first step is often the hardest, but it sets the tone for everything that follows. By taking that leap, we prove to ourselves that we are capable of more than we imagined, and with each success, our confidence grows. Living with intention means actively choosing how we spend our time and energy, rather than allowing life to happen to us. It requires aligning our actions with our values, passions, and long-term goals, instead of getting swept up in distractions or living passively. When we live intentionally, we focus on what truly matters, prioritize the things that bring us fulfillment, and consciously create the life we want, rather than waiting for it to unfold on its own. This approach to life involves making decisions based on purpose and clarity, rather than reacting to external pressures or impulses. It means saying no to things that don't serve our greater vision, and yes to the opportunities that bring us closer to our dreams. Living intentionally also means being present in each moment, fully engaged in the activities and relationships that shape our lives. Without intention, time slips away unnoticed, and we can easily end up in a routine that doesn't align with our true desires. But when we live with purpose, each day becomes an opportunity to move toward the life we envision. Whether it's pursuing a passion, building meaningful connections, or taking small steps toward our goals, intentional living creates a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. It's not about perfection. It's about being deliberate and mindful in how we live each day, knowing that each choice shapes our future. The present moment is all we truly have, yet it is so often overlooked in the rush of everyday life. We are constantly pulled between the past and the future, the past with its regrets and memories, the future with its uncertainties and hopes. However, the only moment in which we have any control is now. Savoring the present is about fully experiencing each second, being aware of what is happening around us, and appreciating the beauty and opportunity in the here and now. When we live mindfully, we begin to notice the small, often overlooked moments that make life meaningful. A warm hug, the sound of laughter, the beauty of nature, or a quiet moment of reflection can be sources of immense joy if we are present enough to recognize them. Too often, we are distracted by technology, stress, or worries about the future, which causes us to miss out on these fleeting moments of connection and peace. Appreciating the present doesn't mean ignoring the past or future. It means acknowledging them while choosing to fully engage in the current moment. It's about letting go of distractions and giving our full attention to the people, tasks, and experiences before us. When we do this, life becomes richer, more meaningful, and less burdensome. By embracing the present, we find the clarity and contentment that eludes us when we are constantly living for someday or dwelling on what ifs. Pursuing your dreams is one of the most powerful ways to live a fulfilling life, but it requires boldness and determination. Many of us have dreams, passions, and goals that we feel deeply connected to, yet we often hold back from pursuing them because of fear, doubt, or the belief that they're too far out of reach. The truth is, dreams don't come true by waiting for the perfect conditions or for some external sign to act. They come to life when we take the first step, no matter how small, and keep moving forward, even in the face of uncertainty. The path to your dreams will rarely be easy or smooth. There will be setbacks, challenges, and times success seems impossible. But every obstacle is part of the journey and an opportunity for growth. It's important to remember that failure isn't a sign of defeat, but a lesson on the way to success. Each failure brings with it new knowledge, resilience, and a clear understanding of what works and what doesn't. By pursuing your dreams boldly, you are not only moving closer to achieving them, but also becoming the person you were meant to be. Taking risks and stepping outside your comfort zone stretches you in ways you can't predict. But it also builds strength and confidence. Every time you push through fear or discomfort, you gain a deeper understanding of your own abilities. It's essential to remember that there is no perfect time to start. There will always be challenges, doubts, and risks. The key is to embrace the journey, trust in yourself, and take action despite the fear. When you pursue your dreams with conviction and commitment, you align your life with your deepest desires and create a path filled with purpose, growth, and fulfillment. Relationships are one of the most significant sources of meaning and fulfillment in life. Whether it's family, friends, or romantic partners, the connections we build with others have the power to shape our experiences and define our happiness. Yet too often, We take these relationships for granted, assuming there will always be time to nurture them later, or believing that the people closest to us will always be there. The truth, however, is that life is unpredictable, and the time to express love, gratitude, and care for those we hold dear is now. Our relationships thrive when we invest time and attention into them. Taking the time to listen, to offer support, to apologize when we've hurt someone, or to express appreciation can strengthen the bonds we share with others. Small gestures such as a kind word, a thoughtful act, or simply being present can go a long way in deepening connections. The most meaningful relationships are built on trust, understanding, and mutual respect, qualities that are nurtured over time and through intentional effort. At the same time, it's important to recognize the value of resolving conflicts and addressing misunderstandings before they grow into larger issues. Waiting for the right moment to make amends or to have difficult conversations often results in missed opportunities for healing and reconciliation. Don't wait until it's too late to tell someone how much they mean to you or to heal a rift that has been lingering. The strength of our relationships lies not in grand gestures, but in the everyday moments of love, kindness, and care. By prioritizing the people who matter most to us and investing in meaningful connections, we enrich our lives in ways that nothing else can replace. Don't wait for the perfect time to cherish your loved ones. The best time to nurture your relationships is always now. Life is a continuous journey of growth and self-improvement, and embracing this journey is essential for leading a fulfilling life. We are never static. We are always evolving, learning, and discovering new facets of ourselves. The key to progress is a mindset of openness to learning and a willingness to step outside of our comfort zones. This means not only acquiring new knowledge or skills, but also challenging our existing beliefs and behaviors in order to become the best version of ourselves. Growth isn't always easy. It involves taking risks, facing discomfort, and enduring setbacks. But it's in these challenges that we develop resilience and gain the strength to push forward. Every failure teaches us something valuable and brings us closer to success. The more we embrace the discomfort of growth, the more we build our confidence and capacity to overcome obstacles. To truly grow, we must also cultivate curiosity and a willingness to try new things. Whether it's learning a new skill, reading a book outside our usual interests, or traveling to unfamiliar places, every new experience has the potential to expand our horizons and broaden our perspective. Growth is about more than just achieving goals. It's about continuously evolving into someone who is more knowledgeable, compassionate, and capable than before. The process of growth can also be transformative for our relationships, work, and personal fulfillment. As we learn more about ourselves, we become better equipped to relate to others, handle challenges at work, and lead a more purposeful life. Growth is not a destination. It's a lifelong process. By committing to continuous improvement, we create a life filled with meaning, learning, and the satisfaction that comes from knowing we are always becoming more than we were yesterday. Every day is an opportunity, but far too often we let it slip by without fully embracing it. We get caught up in routines, distractions, and mindless activities, only to look back and wonder where the time went. The truth is, meaningful change and achievement are built on consistent small actions taken every day. Whether it's taking a step toward a goal, learning something new, or simply engaging in activities that bring joy, the accumulation of these moments creates a life of purpose and fulfillment. When we make the decision to make every day count, we become more intentional about how we spend our time. This doesn't mean that each day must be filled with monumental achievements or productivity. Sometimes, making a day count can simply mean being present in the moment, connecting with a loved one, or taking a break to recharge. It's about recognizing that each day, no matter how small it may seem, is an essential part of the larger picture of our lives. By focusing on the things that matter, we begin to notice the small victories and joys that accumulate over time. These moments, while they may seem insignificant on their own, are the building blocks of a life well lived. When we consistently strive to make each day count, we create a life that reflects our deepest values and aspirations. It's not about perfection, but about progress and the commitment to living fully day by day. In the end, it is the collection of meaningful days that adds up to a life of lasting impact and fulfillment. The legacy we leave behind is shaped by the actions we take, the choices we make, and the impact we have on others. Every day we are writing our own story, and every decision contributes to the mark we will leave on the world. A legacy isn't something we can simply wait for. It is something we actively create through how we live and what we stand for. It's not about grand gestures or achieving widespread fame, but about living in a way that reflects our values, touches others' lives, and makes the world a better place. Creating a legacy means living with purpose. It's about identifying what truly matters to us, whether it's helping others, making a difference in our communities, fostering meaningful relationships, or pursuing a passion and then dedicating ourselves to those causes. A life well lived is one where every action, every choice, no matter how small, contributes to something greater than ourselves. We often think of a legacy as something that comes at the end of our lives, but in reality, it is built throughout our entire journey. The way we treat others, the way we show up in the world, the values we uphold, and the way we live our truth are all part of the legacy we leave. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment to begin. The legacy starts now. By living with intention, integrity, and kindness, we can create a legacy that inspires, motivates, and enriches the lives of others. This kind of legacy goes beyond material possessions or achievements. It's the ripple effect of the positive change we bring into the world and the lives we touch along the way. What we leave behind is not measured by what we accumulate, but by the love, wisdom, and positive influence we impart to those around us. As we move through life, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking we have all the time in the world. But the truth is, the clock is always ticking and our time is limited. Every moment that passes is an opportunity gone, a chance that will never come again. The choices we make, the actions we take, and the relationships we build define the story of our lives, and it's up to us to decide how we want that story to unfold. Don't let fear, doubt, or procrastination hold you back from creating the life you want. Live intentionally, embrace the present, and boldly pursue your dreams. Appreciate the small moments that make life meaningful. Invest in the relationships that matter most, and commit to constant growth. Most importantly, take action every single day. Each step, no matter how small, adds up to a life well lived. The alarm is ticking, and time waits for no one. Now is the moment to begin. Start where you are with what you have and make every day count. When you look back on your life, let it be with pride, knowing that you lived fully, made an impact, and left a legacy that reflects the best of who you are. Your future starts today. Make it count. As we part ways, remember that each day holds a new opportunity to take action, to grow, and to move closer to the life you envision. Don't let the ticking of the clock be a reminder of what's slipping away, but a call to embrace the moments that matter. Stay focused on your dreams, live with purpose, and never underestimate the power of small, consistent steps toward your goals. Thank you for taking the time to read and reflect on these words. May they inspire you to take charge of your life, make the most of every opportunity, and leave behind a legacy you're proud of. Take care and keep moving forward. The best is yet to come. Thank you for your time and attention. As you leave today, remember that time is the most precious thing we have. Let it not slip away unnoticed. Live with intention, act with purpose, and make every moment count. The choices you make today will shape the life you lead tomorrow. So step forward with confidence, embrace the journey, and create a life that reflects your true potential. The alarm is ticking. Don't waste your life. Make it extraordinary.